Is 36mm too small for a modern day diver? Well, it's time to look at the Oris Diver 65, a modern reissue of a classic design. As usual, this is not sponsored content, but I will include some affiliate links below if you want to pick this or any other vintage reissue watch up. Okay, so this watch will set you back brand new, a fair old chunk of change, but I was lucky enough to get this second hand on eBay for a steal. Still a slight chunk of change though. As you can guess, the horological dumpster diver strikes again. We have a 36mm in diameter, 44.5mm lug to lug, 17mm lug width, and those dimensions means that it wears more like a true 36mm on wrist and maybe even a 35mm. Good day. This one has sapphire crystal, screw down crown, 100 meters of water resistance, 120 click unidirectional bezel with aluminium insert. The 17mm bracelet, which admittedly is an odd side, does taper well. It has faux rivets and a milled clasp. The odd size actually helps this watch wear like a vintage watch, which I do appreciate. Oris sell this watch with a 2-year standard warranty, but if you join my Oris by creating an account, this gets extended by another year, making it a 3-year warranty overall. So the movement on this one is the Oris 733. It is based on the Sellita SW200-1. Of course, it's an automatic movement. It has 26 joules, beats at 28,800 vibrations per hour, and has a 38-hour power reserve. And as you'd imagine, it hacks and, of course, hand winds. Well, the Oris 65 is no doubt an interesting watch that has caused a shift in the way that we view more attainable vintage reissue watches. It has had runaway success, almost akin to that of the Black Bay 58. And actually, in fact, if you'd swap the badge out for this Oris with a Tudor one and had that on the 36 and 40mm, I reckon that this watch would go for £1,000 more and probably be just as, if not slightly more popular. However, I have to say that the value I see in Oris is around the typical watch enthusiast. The people I know who own an Oris always seem to have more interest in horology than the luxury aspect of watches, and I kind of like that. No flex culture, just specs. Even with this 36mm version, it is dainty and sleek, and is also a tool watch though, so I do feel it especially is a tool watch when I take it off the bracelet. Oh, and by the way, the 17mm lug width does make it difficult for strap changes, so bear that in mind. It's not the 19mm, which is easier to find nowadays. At the moment, you'll need to go through the Oris website for most true 17mm straps. The watch will though fit an 18mm NATO or nylon style strap, and I think this one makes the watch fit not only fit better but also look like more of a tool watch because there's less taper. Well, there's no taper, isn't there, with a NATO watch, Chris? I've been wearing it on this honeycomb style single line with black strap, and I think it looks pretty nice. So I think, giving the history of this watch and the fact that you can still pick it up for a good price both new and used, I can see why Oris is so popular for everyday watch collectors. I think the look of the 36mm on wrist isn't too small on my 7¼ wrist, but there is someone in my house who can unfortunately wear it better. Yes, that's right, my wife can absolutely rock this on a bracelet, and it looks just as good, if not slightly better than it does on me. So I think it's fair to say I should let her have this one. After all, I do have enough watches already. Well, do I? Yeah, I've got a lot, so yeah, she can have it reluctantly. Do you own an Oris Diver 65 or a Doxa, or like me, did you also used to own a Black Bay? What do you think of vintage reissue models? Let me know in the comments below. Anyway, as I mentioned before, affiliate links are there. Click on them, use them, help out the channel, or you can buy a super thanks. That would be absolutely amazing. See you later, watch nerds.